Okay, Nina Dobrev is here. She stars in the movie The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is getting such great reviews. Now, she plays the older sister of the lead character, and she's got a lot more going on than anybody realizes. Here she is showing one side of herself to her boyfriend and the other side to her brother.
I really hope you love the mixtape I made.
do.
And the cover's hand-painted.
Oh, wow. Hey, Charlie, you want this?
Are you sure?
He gives me one every week. Hi.
How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Vampire Diaries, have we? Well, of course, that's how people know you, right?
Yeah, some people.
Yes. Here's our own vampire.
Hi.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you
Come,
too.
sit over here. Here, sit.
I get the red chair.
He likes to be in the
You get the
middle.
red chair. I like to be in the middle.
That's right.
Hi.
I don't blame you.
This comes from a novel, right? A book.
Yes.
And the director, writer, it's his life, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, it's a story that's very close to home for him, but yes.
And he was the Wallflower?
He was a Wallflower, and we shot it in Pittsburgh, where he grew up, and he was with his family. It was an incredible.
You know, I read, I hope it's true, that he actually rented the theater where he went to see, what's the midnight show always?
Rocky.
The Rocky Horror
Picture
Show,
Show.
where he saw it when he was a kid, and they rented the theater and they shot it there.
Yeah, almost every. I mean, they used a lot of his family and friends in the movie, and
Well, you didn't want to pay anybody.
But this is about like being introverted and being awkward, right? Growing up, being young. I mean, did you have any experience with that?
well,
Or-
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think everybody has an awkward phase. I definitely did. But it's not. It's more about real people and high school not being what Hollywood really depicts it as. I mean, there's a lot of. Everyone had
Clicks,
good and bad
it's terrifying
experience,
at
and it's
point,
scary.
Everyone got a
and,
mixtape they didn't like.
But everyone had fun, and everyone had they had friends, and your friends are the ones that get you through, and you go through all these things together, and that's what it's about. But the movie did really well. I mean, we premiered in Toronto, which is where I'm
Yes.
from, and on last Friday, it came out in New York and LA, and it did so well that we're expanding to over 100 theaters.
Well, you got the big reviews. You got excellent reviews. You get the word of mouth. This is one of these little movies that have to be handled in a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
And it seems to be going okay that way. But you say you're from Toronto. I say you're from Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
Right?
Yeah, well, I'm from, I guess from both, yeah.
And how
I'm
old
a child of the world.
Yes,
I
how old
travel
were
so
you
much.
How old were you when you came to North America?
I was 2, and then I lived in Toronto for 17 years before I moved to LA for a second, then I got shipped off to Georgia.
Yeah, so you hardly remember Bulgaria then.
I used to go back every summer, and I go back as often as I can now, but it's hard with the shooting schedule to...
You're going into the 4th season of Vampire Diaries now.
Yeah, we're about 8 episodes into season 4, yeah.
Wow. So did you have any idea that this was going to be as huge as it is?
You always hope that it's going to do well. Everybody wants to have a successful show, but we weren't sure because of the Twilight movies if it was going to be a good thing or a bad thing. It ended up being a great thing. And
Speaking of vampires, they found a vampire in Bulgaria.
what?
Yes. They're known for their vampires.
Yeah,
they found
Bulgaria's good. Yeah,
skeletons
they're
with
good for
like
vampires.
stakes in the heart.
When did this happen?
Like June, maybe?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've been living under a rock.
You've been
You were
doing
in
your
Toronto
research.
when this happened. Yeah.
You want everybody to know you had nothing to do with it.
Right.
You had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, my lips are sealed.
I did see where you said that people are asking how long can Vampire Diaries go, and you made the comment, I hope it doesn't go too long.
Well, you never want anything to. You want quality control. You want everything the life to continue as long as it's meant to, and as long as there's a story to tell. And I just want to be doing good work and have great story, and people continue to. You don't want it to go for 15
And
years.
did the producers call you and say, Nina, we heard what you said, so we're canceling the series?
Well, no, because we're still making good television, and we still have a story to tell. So, I think they all agree. You just want to be proud of the work that you do, and you want it to be great, and you want to end on a good note. All the shows that I've ever watched and I've loved, you know, they always end on a good note. So that's
Yeah.
kind of what I
Not
want
the
to
ones
do.
that peter out, go too long or don't go long enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Pleasure to meet you, Nita. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for
Okay,
having
The
me.
Perks of Being a Wallflower is in theaters now.